Hi makeup friends, I hope you all are doing well. I got the idea to film this video from two other YouTubers that I watch. One of them was Tati and the other YouTuber is a girl from Australia, I believe. I can't really remember her name right now. And plus I put my own little spin on this video. So in this video I am going to show you how to do a makeup touch-up, like a makeup touch-up 101. This is in the event that you've had on your makeup for a long time and you don't have time to go home and redo your makeup. Let's say, for instance, I've had on this makeup since about 10 o'clock this morning. It's now almost 6 and I have to go and meet up with some friends, or I'm going to dinner or whatever it is. I'm going to show you how to touch up your makeup without having to redo your entire face, so that you look fresh and put together and your makeup looks as though you just applied it. Oh, do you guys like my hair? Look at these really long braids that I put in. Yeah, so I always like to do something funky with my hair for carnival, and this is my third carnival inspired makeup look that I did. I'm so sorry you guys did not get to see the first one, because the first one was really nice with red and silver glitter, and I put blue in the inner corner. I did film for you guys in the purple and pink one, and then this is my third look. So yes, I'm really liking my braids. I enjoy them, and it's not to say that I'm going on the road. I will be liming with family, you know, cooking and stuff, but I still like to have my hair done, and I'm gonna have on my face and all of those things, you know. So yes, for those of you who will be out there, if this video goes up after carnival, during carnival, please be safe. People drive very crazy on the road for carnival, and if you are not from Trinidad and Tobago, I'm referring to carnival in Trinidad and Tobago right now. My name is Kimberlee, for those of you who are now joining us. I am from Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to anyone who may be new, and thank you to all of my loyal subscribers for subscribing and checking out my videos constantly. I really appreciate you guys. So yes, I do have a few makeup items in front of me, and we all, most of the time I imagine, would carry some sort of makeup bag with us, some sort of bag that has items like lip gloss and things for us to touch up and stuff. So what I wanted to show you guys is what I would personally do to touch up if I were going out again and my makeup was already done, for the makeup to look fresh, like if I am just going out. Now, I hadn't planned on filming today, but I'm already dressed and I love my hair and my makeup, so I said let me make a video for you guys, and I would really touch up. So anyway, the first thing that you're going to need, I will try to list the items that I used in the description for you guys, maybe not word for word, but I will let you know blotting sheets, etc, etc. So the first thing that I always do is I will take some sort of blotting sheet. These are the Clean and Clear oil absorbing sheets. You can get these in the drugstores or Pennywise or anywhere like that, and these are my favorite because they don't lift up too much of the makeup when you blot your face. You get a lot of oil, but some other makeup oil absorbing sheets that I've tried actually lift up the makeup. So if I press it onto my nose, I will kind of get a patch missing on my nose. Now, I do have a video or two that will be going up. I'm not sure whether it will go up before or after this one, where I told you that implementing certain things into my makeup routine has changed my skin somewhat. Now, I did blot once for the day. As I said, it's almost 6 p.m. and I've had on this makeup since about 10 o'clock this morning. I blotted one time for the day, but my face wasn't even really that oily when I blotted. So I have really truly seen an improvement in how oily I do get and how quickly I do get oily, which is a fantastic improvement for me, because I used to get instantly in the first 2 hours of my makeup, but I've had on this makeup for so long and I've only blot once. And right now I don't even really need to blot. It's just that my lipstick has worn off. My highlight is still there. Yeah, it was just my lipstick, and I could do with a little powder and stuff, so I'm just gonna show you. So the first thing that I would do is to take a blotting sheet, if it would come out. Yeah, just take one of the blotting sheets. This is what they look like. I mostly purchase them in Pennywise because that's where I get the best price on them. I believe these could be about $32, maybe no more than $35, I want to say. So I just take a sheet. This is what they look like, and I just gently press it anywhere that I have oil. Now I don't mean to show you guys my grease, but you know, it's for the purpose of the video. So yeah, so it has blotted away my oil, picked up any oil that I've had on my face. Now I personally will never just take a powder to my face once I am oily, because I just find that that's gross. You're mixing oil with fresh powder and it's just gonna make a big kind of cakey mess, and I just prefer not to do that personally. But I think that this way will be the better way to go, to absorb the oil off of your face first and then go ahead and blot. So I just picked up anywhere that I do have oil. Yeah, so that's my oil there. And I really I don't find that I looked that oily. So what I will do next is I will take some setting powder. I do have, this is the Milani Prep Set and Go. This is a transparent face powder, which I believe may be better to blot with. And then I also do have the L.A Girl Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Press Powder. And I just always have this in my handbag, but I blot with either one, depends on which one that I have. And if you have, you can carry around a beauty blender with you, like a sponge, which may be better for melting the makeup into your skin. But what I'm going to show you first is I'm going to try to blot with the white one. So I'm just going to lightly powder. And this one doesn't really give much flashback or anything, I don't think. So I'm just lightly powdering, and that is going to take away all of the oil that I've had on my face. Now, as you wear your makeup throughout the day, parts of your makeup start to fade away, like your highlight, your blush, your bronzer, those things, they do start to fade away, especially if you get oily and you sweat, and all of those things can come off. For me, my blush usually wears off, my highlight usually wears off, but today I put on like 3 highlighters, so yeah, because I really wanted this eye look and my face to be, you know, noticeable. So yes, so that's the second thing that I will do, is to blot with a powder. Can use any powder you have. I suggest a translucent powder, just because it's not going to add any additional color cakiness to your face. This translucent powder kind of just melts into your face. And then what you could go ahead and do is you could carry around a sponge with you. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Even a makeup wedge, and just get it a little bit damp, and then you can just go ahead and press the additional powder into your face, so it does not look like cake. It's going to look freshly applied. This is the first time I'm ever doing a sort of tutorial-ish for you guys, so my beauty blender is kind of busted up and old. But yeah, so this is the first time I'm doing a kind of tutorial-ish something for you guys. So that was my face, and then what I'm going to do is touch up the other parts of my face. Now my eyeshadow almost all of the time stays put. It doesn't really come off or rub off. And I have on glitter. I have on one of the Ambrosia pressed glitters. I'm not sure of the name. It's Teal Mobile or something like that. I can't really remember the name. But what I did was I took an additional glitter glue after I put on the pressed glitter, which you really don't need to do, but I took an additional glitter glue on a little brush and then I just pressed it on my eye on top of the glitter to make sure that the glitter stays in place. So the next thing that I would do after I have touched up my face is I always keep some Q-tips with me, and then what I would do, oops, I have a little mirror in this compact. What I would do is just go around my eye with the Q-tip and just clean up any smudges that I may have from my eyeshadow. Just touch up right there. Right, so just touch up anywhere that I will have a smudge. Good, so always keep some Q-tips with you. So I've since blotted my face and cleaned up around my eyes, and then the lips always wear off. Another thing that you can do is you can touch up your bronzer. So you could just carry a brown powder with you and a darker brown powder, or you could carry a bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer of the moment. I put this in a favorites for you guys, and this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is a brush I use to bronze. It's kind of slim, so just take a little bronzer and just go over where you usually put your bronzer, like that, a little bit on the forehead and around the sides of the temple. I always contour or bronze underneath my chin because I do have a fat face, neck place. And then another tip that I picked up somewhere on YouTube that I saw is that if you do have like a fatter neck or chin, you can kind of contour from the side of your ears and along your jawline to kind of bring it in so it looks a little more contoured. Usually with my nose, I do have a smaller brush, and there was a makeup artist that I was watching, Wayne Goss, I believe. He showed you how to contour for different shaped noses, and for the shaped nose that I have, he suggested, because it's more like bulby hair, he suggested that I just contour the tip. I don't need to contour from all the way coming down like that. I could, but I usually personally just contour the tip with a small brush and just contour down under the bulb and around, and I could kind of see it, and that's not really bothered me too much, so I will forget that. So I touched up my bronzer, right, so that's looking fresher than it was. So you have that, and then if you forgot my blush brush, yeah, oh, I have my highlighter brush. Anyway, if your blush does fade, you can go in with a blush. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre blush. This one is the Princess Daiquiris. So this does have a little shimmer. Now, if you do not want to touch up your highlighter and you just want to touch up your blush, what I suggest is using a blush that has a little bit of shimmer in it, so you will still get a nice glow on the cheeks. I'm not going to touch up my blushes because I forgot to bring my blush brush, and it's back there somewhere, so I'm not going to touch up with my blush, but I just brought it to show you. So you can just go and just touch up your blush a little bit. That will bring some life back to your face after the powder and the bronzer and stuff. What I will do is I will touch up my highlighter. Although it's banging, I'm going to add just a little more just to show you guys. So I have two highlighters here. This one is my Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood, and I've used this thing to death. I love it, love it, love it. And then this one is my Maybelline Master Chrome, which I showed you guys in my favorites video, and I'm going to use my Anastasia because that was the one that I layered today. I used my Anastasia Glow Kit, the Sun Dipped Glow Kit first. I laid that down first, and I put this on top. I do have the original Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter brush. This is the A23 brush, and I picked this up from Sephora when I traveled. So I'm just going to dip a little bit and tap it off, and I'm just going to I always highlight right above my brow here. Next side, tap off, and just highlight right there. If you want, you can take a little bit and just go right under the eyebrow. Just because, you know, it's carnival time and we want to be glowy. A little bit on the nose. And then you can purse your lips. Some people use a smaller brush to define their cupid's bow. I just use the same brush and just purse my lips. See? Just put a little highlighter right above there. So that really makes your makeup look fresh. I should have damn brought my blush brush. Let me try to put on some with this powder brush here. Because I find really when you touch up your blush, it really adds some dimension back to your face. A little bit. Yeah, let's see it a little bit. So we touched up the eyes, we did the highlighter, we did blush, bronzer, powder. And if your highlight and your blush is a little too much, you can always take the beauty blender and tone it down. I like my thing to be a lot, so I'm not going to bother. The next thing that we always know we have to touch up is the lips. And what I like to carry with me, I always usually start off with a liquid lipstick. I always wear liquid lipsticks now to go out because it lasts a long time and I really like it. But when you have a super long day and you eat and stuff, your lipstick does come off and get faded. But what I personally prefer to always have with me is a lip gloss. So I do have this one from Urban Decay in Liar. And then I do have a Milani gloss, and this one is like a duochrome gloss, and this one is in dolce, whatever. Yeah, so I'm just going to take some gloss and touch up my lips. You can carry your liquid lipstick the same color, but sometimes I get tired of it all day and I do prefer to put on a gloss. And this one is a nude color gloss, but this one has a really pretty shimmer. So I'm just going to put some in the middle. Yeah. And then the last thing there's left to do when you have done your face, your highlighter, your bronzer, your lips, your blush, everything like that, is you could carry a little travel sized setting spray with you. I got this one from a kit, but try not to use like a matte setting spray because your face already has additional powder and stuff on it and you don't want to set it in and for it to look cakey. So what I will use is a more hydrating setting spray. You can use like the Smashbox primer water, or City Color has some little ones, Clean Color, all those little ones. You can just carry a little one in your bag. Even Evian, which is a water, has a spray that you could spray on your face. So what it is, this one here is a marine boosting mist. It's like a water mist, but what it will do is to kind of settle the powder on your face for you not to look additionally cakey and dry and matte, because you don't want to go and meet people and you're looking that way. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this. Smells like orange. And let that dry. And yes, look how fresh my makeup looks. Like I just put it on. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed my tips. And then what you can do, last thing, is when you can press the setting spray into your face. Just gently, because you don't want to remove all of that work that you just did. But to really get that setting spray onto your face. And voila, your makeup looks fresh. You look like you just put it on. So those makeup items that I showed you are really good things to keep in your bag. Some blotting sheets, a powder. You can use mini brushes. In Wonderful World, you can get mini brushes. You don't have to carry large brushes in your makeup bag if you don't want to. Carry a little blush, a small bronzer, highlighter, and some sort of setting spray. But try for it not to be matte, because you already have powder on top of powder, and then you don't want to lock in the powder look. You want your makeup to look fresh. So yes, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. My eyebrows, I am trying every day more and more to try to get my eyebrows to look as though they match. I definitely think that they have improved, but I still am trying to not have hair so rounded and have hair so square. But eyebrows are a struggle. I'm really trying with that. Anyway, if you like my braids, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope this video was helpful in some way or the other. If you do have any video requests for me, leave it down below. I do have on some lashes here. Yeah. And I really like this ambrosia glitter. It looks really, really nice. If I can't get my hands on more of those pressed glitters, I definitely will. Definitely like a gold glitter, a silver, a black. Ooh, a black glitter would look so good. Anyway, I'm going to go downstairs and watch a movie in all of my makeup and my braids, because I'm not ready to take off my makeup as yet. My face looks beat. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you all. Be safe. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.